Okay, so I'm from a multi-channel retailer, so I thought I would mix things up a little bit and talk about how some of the store interaction works, so you might find this interesting. One of the things that we have noticed is a continued consumer adoption of multi-channel behavior. So when I mean multi-channel, I do mean buying online, collecting in store, reserving online, collecting in store. You can see here how that has changed over the past year. So yeah, some significant changes over the past year just in what people are doing on the website. That whole connection to stores is vital for us. We're getting so many people coming to us because they can go to store, pick it up, try it on. It also gives us many more products to trade with. And it means that our costs are down because we're not having to keep a huge amount of stock back in the warehouse. So by having the stock distributed, it's closer to the customer, and it does keep that cost down. But it does mean people are doing different things on the website. So mobile customers, you might not be surprised to know, are actually using the mobile site to find the stores, more so than desktop customers. Which makes sense. We all do it. We all walk about with our smartphone and say, where's this shop? So really, when we're talking about differences, and Peter was talking about differences, these customers aren't going to convert. Well, they're probably not going to convert, or they might be going to then look at the check and reserve or the buy online. But they're certainly doing different things on the website. And here's the big one, and we talked about this briefly. Conversion you can't always measure. So they maybe just want to see if it's in stock. So yes, the Dublin store that we have, or one of our London stores, has it in stock, but they don't reserve it. They don't buy it online. They just go into the store. One of our central London stores, they say they're getting an increasing number of people, increasing number of visits from customers who come in with their mobile phone and say, do you have this in stock? And it has increased dramatically over the past couple of years. You can't really measure that. But if they do reserve, then yes, we can measure that. We do have a bit of an answer on the in-store conversion, though. We've now started offering customers electronic receipts. So you may have shopped in Apple and been offered an electronic receipt, but when you shop in Schuh, we will ask you, hopefully, whether you would like a paper receipt or an electronic receipt or both. Now, we offer a 365-day return policy. So you need to bring your receipt back with your product. We have a compelling reason for you as a customer, for you want to keep your receipt so you can get your money back in a year's time if you've not tried your shoes on. And believe me, plenty of people do. More so women than guys. Women seem to stockpile shoes in their wardrobe and then come back in a year and say, I didn't end up wearing this. And guys typically just put it on their feet there and then and wear it. But that's just a gender difference we see. But this electronic receipt means that we are getting thousands of email addresses from in-store customers every day. These are valuable data points in being able to join up this journey. It's just something we implemented ourselves, just put it on our tills. It was our own till software, but there are plenty of third parties offering electronic receipts. It's just an email. Another one is who owns the sale? So this is an argument of, you reserve a product online and go into the stores. Well, the website did all the hard work of getting the customer to that reservation. Surely it should get the sale. And the store's like, well, we had to process it. So, well, what we do is wherever the money goes, so if you're paying for it online, online gets the sale. If you pay for it in store, the store gets the sale. And so it means that the stores actually like the internet because they're getting all these reservations and then they get the sale. They're really incentivized to, well, tell us that the product's there for a start. So whenever a reservation happens, the store's alerted and they're asked to say, is this product actually there? Because we have very good stock records, but somebody could be trying it on there and then. But we need the store, so we need the store to be honest about that. We need the store to be honest about the condition of the product. So they're incentivized because they get the sale. They have sale targets. Another retailer, John Lewis, for example, in the UK, allocates their e-commerce sales to the nearest store from where the sale happened. Maybe not so good for e-commerce departments, but certainly incentivizes stores to do what they can for their multi-channel customers. But another multi-channel, a downside of multi-channel, well, it's not necessarily about multi-channel, but one of the problems we have at Schuh is the number of options we have. So am I going to, do I want it today or tomorrow? Standard delivery, how quick's that going to be? I can pick it up in store, or do I want it at my house? Collect Plus, that's deliveries to corner shops. Shuttle, I could actually get this in 90 minutes, but I don't know how much it is. Well, we don't know how much it is because we need to actually know where you are, where the stock is, and it's like on a bid basis. It could be 2 minutes. £2. So there's a lot of choice there, and actually all these choice options may put customers off. There is something you'll hear about in one of the books, if you win the book later, from Natalie Nahai, about choice paralysis, and this is something that is a known conversion problem. But our store infrastructure is vital to what we do in e-commerce. So if you look at our product page, this is our desktop. I thought I would show you the desktop site. There are 3 things in here are all about multi-channel. So check stock. So you want to see if it's in the local store. That's multi-channel. You get the Schuh store pickup, so you could buy it online or reserve, as I say. But then we've got the shuttle, 90-minute delivery. Well, we're not shipping that from a warehouse because our warehouse is in Scotland, and most of our customers are in London. So actually, all these shuttle orders, the 90-minute deliveries, now owned by eBay, boo, they are actually shipped out from our stores. So we need to know what stock is in all our stores all the time so as we can offer these delivery options. So we need that store infrastructure for our e-commerce offering. And another way multi-channel is good for us is it sets us apart. We are check and reserve. So you could reserve something in our London store and it'll be ready for you in 20 minutes. If they've got that stock, 20 minutes. John Lewis, great big retailer, very good retailer, they'll only allow you to do, they'll ship that in from a central warehouse. So it'll be available for you 2 p.m. tomorrow. I could be stood in that store holding the garment and saying, I want to buy this online and have it shipped to this store. And I know it's there. I'm holding it. Yet they say, okay, that's great, yeah, you can do that. I'll be here 2 o'clock tomorrow. And they're shipping that in. So they don't know what stock they have on their shop floor to be able to fulfill that order from local inventory. So that costs them money. So this is a way for us to really do good business, is we have our infrastructure. Short but sweet. So I'm on to my question, Nicholas.
Okay.
And the book.
So what's your book for this one?
The Psychology of Price.
Okay. Can you talk a bit more about this book, why you chose it?
Yep. So it doesn't actually directly relate to any of the slides, but it's about how you present your products, about price. There's some really interesting examples from Lee about how you may have sacrificial products or products that you wish to differentiate. If you've got a product that is of a medium price, stick it next to a high value product, you'll sell more of the medium price product. And these contrasts in price and a lot of these other tactics can help you sell your products. So a really interesting book with some really good little case studies in there. So who's got the first question?
Yeah, I think we have already one.
Hi. I see that you have several delivery method, and if this very important to improve the conversion, because you have really a lot of delivery method.
Sure. The ones that are important to increase in conversion, next day delivery. We occasionally, I'm going to say occasionally, it's probably fairly often these days, we now run next day delivery promotions, £1 for next day delivery. You can order up to 10 p.m. and you will get the product for next day for £1. When we turn on that promotion, and also when we push the delivery time to 10 p.m., which is fairly unusual in the UK, conversion went up, especially in the evening as we approached that cut-off time. But yeah, that in itself. Shuttle, it's too small a volume. It doesn't push the needle. It's good for those people who do it, but there are not that many people there. Choose your day, not that popular. UK standard delivery, I mean, one of the things that's great for us is our standard delivery, you order it today, actually, you're probably going to get it tomorrow anyway, because our infrastructure is pretty good. So we got a lot of positive social feedback about that. We got a lot of feedback to our websites, lots of people tweeting, lots of positive sentiment in Facebook with people saying, I paid nothing for standard delivery and I got it, I ordered it at 8 p.m., ordered it at 6 p.m. and it arrived at midday next day. And the amount of, and we all know social proof and good feedback from customers is good for conversion. I think we all know that. And so, the service has itself been good for that feedback.
Yes, another question here.
How you manage different prices? Do you have special prices for the website, different than the stores, or it's always the same prices?
Absolutely, same prices, same product. Same products are available across all channels and the same price. Difficulty comes when we trade in Europe, because basically we have to charge local price, and we couldn't come into the French market, undercut the French market. Our brands would be unhappy. So that's one of our difficulties is different territorial pricing, but I guess that's a different matter. If we had French shops, the website would charge the same as those shops. So absolutely the same price everywhere.
We are a bit behind schedule, so one last question. Yes, last question.
Hi, I've got a question, but not that much about the topic. Sorry, but it was about the product page. I was wondering why you put the delivery method on the product page and not in the checkout. Is that?
They're in both.
Both?
Yeah, both.
And did you make some tests and stuff like that?
Yeah, yes we did, and that's why it's still there, as we tested it. We also looked at best practice. It's generally considered a good thing to let customers know as quickly as possible how much they're going to be charged for delivery, so that they're not surprised. If they get a surprise in the checkout, they may well abandon. But also, I think our delivery prices are good. Our delivery options are a key differentiator. Not everyone's free for standard delivery. When we're £1 next day, and even if we're not £1, it's £4.99. It's not that expensive. So actually, this is persuasive content for us.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have to move on to next topic.